I know what you should use. Windows
What?
Game Bar.
Yeah, use Windows Game Bar. Stop being a pansy.
Yeah,
Look,
don't be such a pansy.
It doesn't work.
Stop pandering to the British.
You're pandering to the British.
Shut up, I am the British.
So
Sorry,
am I.
what?
Right.
Rocco's Modern Life Giantess Brainvore fanfic. Go ahead, try not to vomit.
I'm sorry, but it's too long. It's too long to fit in the video.
I just turn you down.
To Rocco's Modern Life one.
Good day, good day.
Can I just confirm, Connor, you've seen what I've posted?
Yes, yes, I have seen.
Right, so.
I hope you're ready.
So, hello gang, it's time again.
Red.
Just delete the tab that came from.
Deeply unhappy.
We all
It should
are.
be.
We are joined today by the usual lads of Bread,
Mr. Emergency.
Mr. Emergency,
English
Lonic-
Pratt.
Lonic, man who play Half-Life.
Occasionally other things as well. Don't think I'm just a Half-Life person.
No, you are.
I'm a
I
Minecraft.
will upload, I swear.
I won't.
And then we have
Upload.
Me a week ago.
a new person on board, Henry the
Henry the
Hoover.
Hoover.
Radio silence.
Hello.
It's even
We
here.
need to
Yeah,
initiate.
okay.
Nicole, everyone, make noises.
Here we've only
Never ever let the children escape.
No, that's not the rule. How dare you?
Oh,
Right,
those aren't
so-
the rules. Shut up.
So what are we doing? What are we doing?
Fanfiction.
Oh yay. We wanted to live, so we thought we'd do this.
You guys
To
remember
correct the
Fanfic
situation.
Friday? You guys
Right.
remember Fanfic Friday?
Yeah, I do. It was a terrible idea.
What?
General Kenobi.
I wasn't expecting that, I'm gonna be honest.
Right, I'm gonna go.
That's the hello
I'm
there.
sorry.
Right.
So,
Right.
Nobody
Someone
expects
just-
that out of nowhere.
silence.
Can someone get up? What's it called?
Surprise.
Price is right.
I just realised I
So
had
what we're
Fred
doing
Boat
again?
muted for like fanfiction.
We're reading that which fanfiction?
Aha!
There are plenty.
Right, okay.
First,
You're gonna get a very lovely reading today.
you have to do mine in sections, by the way, guys.
I've got one. I've got a right banger.
You know, I'm gonna pace mine. We're gonna go through all the chapters. Are you ready?
Oh no,
Oh, yeah.
please.
Mine's first actually. Mine's better than yours. Actually no, yours first. Yours first.
Okay, so we're
Oh
reading.
my.
Somebody once told me Shrek X Obama
I feel like we need better
My
music,
skull
like more sense.
instantly left my body.
Yeah, more sexually
Shrek X
charged music.
Obama. Right.
Have you tried putting on
No, we
Star?
haven't tried putting on.
This is so disorganized.
Right, everyone, I've put a link. What are the similar stories?
Shrek X Obama, Shrek Smart, Shrek X Red, Shrek X
Red.
Shrexy Shrek Smart, more
Red.
Shrek Smart, the fault in our Shrek, my uncle baby.
I think it's from the point of view of Obama, but in like
Oh, God.
switches. Donald Trump.
Oh, if I could actually
Donald
open the
Trump.
bloody thing. Oh, there we go. There's the button.
Ah, no.
Sorry,
Wait, who am
what
I
was that?
again? Black jean shorts hugged your thighs while you lower your legs bathed in red and black
This is
sweat,
the kind of music protagonist listens to.
which you were swaying back and forth slightly in the motion of your legs that dangled you off your chair.
Oh,
No!
what?
No!
Equations, and
Who
you
ceased
decided
it?
to let out a gruff sigh and leaned back.
I wanted to play something else.
Connor, think of the copyright
It was a bit
strikes.
Look, we don't care.
pretending to be an evil mastermind, which, when no one was around, you sometimes did.
Fine, I'll have to substitute.
Finally, when your work was done, you shoved it against your desk and rose from your seat, chains and suspenders rattling at your sides as you kicked open your door and stormed down the stairs, mind fixed on getting a juice box. Like any normal teenager would do, you jumped onto the railing and sat in a slanted surface. Letting go of the banister, you slid down the railing, riding it all the way down to the hallway below. Jumping back from the floor, you strolled into a kitchen, located a fridge, and began to read. The artificial glow of the fridge's light guided your gaze to a
He's
brand
secretly
new box
reads these
of
fanfics
punched
in
fruit
this.
juice boxes. You pluck two from the case and lean up while retrieving a bottle of Smucker's squeezable strawberry jam too. Why? Because you're a freak like many of the other kids who chill on
I'm a chill
your
person.
time, and you like drinking jam.
I chill on the internet, can confirm.
This was probably because of the character named Beyond Birthday, who you'd gone through a large fan phase with.
Right, okay, stop it now. I want to know who this character
Nudge
is.
the door closed
I'm going
with
to
your
look
knee
it up.
and turn into the granite counter. Computer. Back to Tumblr. Tumblr was one of the separate you from the mainstream hipsters with their ears on silent feet. And suddenly a scratching sound crawled across the glass, sliding doors in the living room. Just a little way
This is
away
now the
from
music
hall.
protagonist.
You leaned over the stairs case and gazed down to the room, puzzled.
This is also a
Although you
reference
couldn't see
to...
the doors from here, you could hear perfectly
Hmm.
fine, and the scratching noise revealed itself once again. It was like fingernails on chalk board. Perhaps a branch had snapped off the tree in front of your house, and maybe it had been blown up to the front of the house. That seemed unlikely. But what was even more unlikely was that something was trying to break in. After all, everyone in the whole neighborhood knew who you were. Your type personally blended into the background, but only because you wanted to. You didn't like the attention constantly on you. When other people started things with you, well, they ended quite quickly.
She's a murderer.
Even
Get her
adults
locked
were
up.
aware of your somehow respected, commanding presence. With a roll of your scarlet eyes, you turned on your heel and headed back up the stairs, retreating into your room. It was painted dark purple and black with multiple band posts.
Oh, you're edgy.
Your friends often had left their signatures on
Oh,
the surfaces
blue.
as well, and had multiple
Friend, I
messages
thought
had been written there
you
for
have
you to
no
read
friend.
while you were down. It was a rather large one you'd found the other day, and though you'd rather fond of it despite its simple appearance, it was just a circle with an axe through it. It was drawn in a scratchy manner and had become your favourite. However, none of your friends had decided to own their own note to make it. Oh fuck!
She's gonna die. She's
Decided
gonna
to own
die.
up to
She's
make
gonna die.
it.
She's gonna die.
You pushed the thoughts away and brushed a hand against its design as you passed it, heading to your desk again, sinking into your comfortable big boss
Very
chair.
dead.
You spun around once and then once again faced the
Dead.
computer, pausing to squirt a mouthful of jam in your mouth. You scrolled boredly through Tumblr,
Jolly
relogging a
Games
kitchen
special
climbing into a dog's mouth, and then a
Pause,
funny
pause,
picture of a Drake and Obama shaking hands.
Race,
Had
pause.
that happened,
Race.
you just enjoyed the
Wait.
funny expressions of both their faces and
Wait.
kept scrolling.
Race.
As you indulged in the absolute fuckery that was Tumblr, you noticed your music wasn't playing, and went
Oh,
to
it
select
is.
another song.
Music's
Pulling
not
up your
playing anymore.
YouTube tab, you stared at it, puzzled. It said it was still playing. The red line groaned. You tried taking it through your veins. Your heart paused in its duty to pump blood through your body. A pure, white head stared back at you. Or rather, felt like you stared. Clearly was. However, no eyes graced the face, nor a nose or a mouth for that matter. You staggered backwards, slipping away from your bed frame, and instead collapsing on your bed. You clenched your fingers close to your palms, forming fists and gripping so hard your knuckles went white. You refused to cower in fear, even if that meant your life. But why were you so scared anyway? It could have been a prank. It could have been someone in a mask. But it seems too real.
What's cold
White
then?
skin looked like real skin, not fabric, and the height from the ground. Oh, what? And the height from the ground to your window.
Yeah, because I can't be
Something
fake.
wasn't right. Panic was rising in your chest as you resisted every human instinct in your body. Instead, you opened your mouth and let out a low, threatening growl. And then, as if the glass flew in,
Intimidation tactic.
your face slipped right through it, and a man's figure began melting out of the wall.
Oh, God.
Black suit, red tie, snow whiter than skin,
What?
faceless, earless, just as you'd suspect. I don't fucking know.
It's not skin, it's meant to be skin white
The
and
man had
snow.
completely materialized in front of you, tall enough that his head raised the ceiling, and lanky enough to be described as slender.
My god, Ruben.
Shadows moved behind him in the shade of tentacles. Their black tendrils slithered into the air like snakes or a flag in the breeze. The Slenderman just stared at you, doing nothing, as the room went eerily quiet. The breeze outside was gone. Hum of your computer's modem was silenced, and the little terror, your white rabbit, was soundless in his cage. The whole room seemed to be waiting on you. What are you going to do?
Close. Hey, Steve. Enjoying the new project I'm working on. I'm just testing my abilities, and while I do,
There's your sound quality.
fanfic. There will be more chapters. Whether or not there will be romance or not depends, guys. Or anything much. And also, what to do with it. If it gets hits, I'll continue it. If not, I'll edit it and make it a story of my own. Literally.
Yeah.
Slenderman C, the internet, B, and creepy pasta. Mamma mia! The next time I see a creepy pasta in the house, I will jump the bed.
I'd like to...
Okay, guys, I'm putting a two-parter in the chat.
I'd
Someone,
like- Actually, hang on. Shush,
No,
shush,
ignore that link in the middle. Ignore the link in the middle.
Shut up.
Fantasy is about having a giant roach.
Ed.
It started.
Ed, your audio is
Are we not
terrible.
reading that?
No. There's two parts, though.
Ed, your... Also, I'd like to...
Patrick,
shut-
you have
Or
covered it.
read The Metamorphoses by Franz Kafka. As I started to think more and more of the roach creature that the character had become, I started to imagine what it'd be like if a woman turned to the roach instead. I found this idea very arousing.
Ed, your audio, please fix. Please fix your
Adds to
audio.
it. No,
It's
don't
killing me.
fix it. It adds to the novel.
Fit
Don't fix it. Ignore him.
this.
Why is it terrible anyway?
Read on, Macduff. Read on, Macduff.
Yeah, I agree. It adds
Right,
to the
hopefully, it should.
Get moved up back. I don't want this.
No,
to
fix.
I want
I do! What?
Right, let's do
Put it back.
Toy Story Smart Woody X Buzz Lightyear.
Okay, who wants to be who? Who wants to be who?
I will
Oh,
be Woody because I have.
Hang on, what happened to the cockroach sex, though?
That'll be
I'm not talking
afterwards.
about.
Okay, fine. We read
Oh,
first. We read
thumbnail.
Toy Story
Oh, I've just
Smut.
seen the
I'd like to know
thumbnail.
actually. I'd like.
Oh no!
Guys, fun fact.
Oh no!
Shush. Fun fact about the the story just gone. It wasn't
Is
actually
Woody sliding his
Slenderman.
hands down Buzz Lightyear's
It wasn't
trousers?
actually the Slenderman at all. It was me, the Great Papyrus. Yeah.
You've already
Okay,
done
why
that
does
joke
it
and
keep
it
cutting
failed.
out?
I'm
Hello.
sorry.
To
Oh,
infinity
but you
and
thought it was
beyond,
Woody.
Woody.
It was actually Skeletor the whole time.
Anyway,
Oh.
who's ready for this?
By the way, I was on a
Yeah.
SpongeBob fan.
Buzz Lighter
Baz Lighter.
Join
Buzz
our
Lighter
SpongeBob fanfic.
runs from all the other toys as tears run down his face.
Sorry.
Woody
He
mumbles.
mumbles. Also, stop stealing my role, boy.
Sorry.
What is even going on?
Wait,
I
who's
didn't
Woody?
volunteer
No, wait, who's
Woody,
Buzz
so
even?
they-
Who's
oh
Buzz?
dear.
Can you be Woody?
No. Ed's Woody.
I will be Woody. I have followed.
Okay, Logan, you be Buzz. Because you haven't
Yeah.
really done much so far. I'm
Fair
sorry.
enough.
I don't want to do any of this. I, just
I
wanna
think
laugh.
we should get Logan to read the cockroach sex.
No.
Yeah. Right. Okay. Okay.
Woody
Patrick.
Bubbles.
Let's.
Oh dear.
Oh no.
And he runs behind Buzz.
Buzz, are you okay?
Wood asks. Buzz
Wood?
turns with tears streaming down his face.
Oh, Woody. I have something I need to say.
Logan says. Edward whispers.
Can you not do that? I prefer if I was disconnected from Buzz Lightyear. No, sorry, Buzz Lighter.
Buzz Lighter.
Fair enough.
Buzz
What
Light.
is it?
Just looks at him in the eyes and says,
I'm in love with you.
Oh god. This is just a gift that keeps on giving.
Oh god.
he stutters his words.
If we could read it.
He makes out.
Oh, there's more?
Oh,
Oh no.
Oh god.
Oh god.
I don't
Oh, I
want
just
to
got
hear
rid of it by
this.
accident.
You're my
You can still turn
infinity
back,
Woody.
don't worry.
Oh, what?
Where were we? Continue.
I don't know.
Okay, sure. Woody's face turns red as he stutters his words, but finally makes out.
I'm in love with you as well.
He's
Leans in and starts passionately kissing.
Buzz has a friend in him.
There's a snake in Woody's boot, except it's not his boot.
Oh no.
Moans.
Oh Lord.
Hands lights.
Lord have mercy.
Lights his hands down Buzz's bottom. Buzz realizes.
Release.
Okay there.
Trying. I'm
Patrick, don't die. We need you.
trying to. It is hard when you're reading this.
Yeah, I can understand that.
Buzz realizes a soft moan as Woody looks into his eyes and whispers.
Where are we? Oh
I
god.
don't know. I've just sort of given
Oh,
up
you like
comprehend
that,
this
Eb?
and have just started playing the
You
effects.
like that?
That?
Yeah.
Says Buzz. That was a very.
He just sounds so
Unenergized
disinterested.
Quite
Buzz.
excellent there.
There's Ed like going all out sensei mode, and then there's Logan like half paying attention.
This is what
happening?
5
I'm not
months
paying
gay
attention.
should be about.
Says Woody sticks
What, not
his
paying
tongue in
attention?
Buzz's mouth as he slowly takes his clothes. Takes off his clothes. Buzz whispers.
Oh my god, he actually whispered it. Wow.
He chuckles.
That's fine with me.
Takes off his pants. Bends to see his cock.
Somebody's poisoned the water.
Well, there's a snake in my pants.
Somebody's poisoned the water hole.
Woody as he sticks Buzz's.
No.
Can I just redact this?
Still turn back, fellas.
Yes.
You can still
You
turn
know what?
back.
Yeah, can we turn back? This is bad.
Let's.
Yeah.
Can we go back to cockroach sex? This fell apart.
Yes.
Can't
Guys.
proceed with what I've shown.
Okay. Look, guys, be quiet. It started in 9th or 10th grade. Oh.
Oh.
Oh no. I've read ahead. It's not good.
Read it.
I'm sorry, but
Right, well,
it doesn't get any better.
Read it.
I would not be repulsed or frightened of her, as the characters in the story are. I would take care of her. Then my thoughts started to get sexual with the character. Eventually, I sort of dropped the bit about her having been a human woman first. This is taking a dark spin.
It gets darker.
Oh god.
Oh no.
And I kind of imagined this fictionalized roach species. They are giant roaches the size of a person and have complete intelligence. I kind of, over time, conjured up an imaginary friend of sorts. How tragic. How very tragic. Oh, she was... She
Bearing
was
in mind that
kind
from the viewer's point of view, this is you.
Oh,
I'll see if I
God.
put these on screen for all the viewers at home to read as well.
I kind of, over time...
Wait, guys, Ed wrote
imaginary
this.
friend of sort. Yeah, I'm the author.
Some bloke fucks roaches.
I'm gonna put that in the description as like your channel link.
Oh, please, Aaron. And her name was Ogtha. That sounds Russian. I would think to say about
Russian roach sex.
I invaded Ukraine. I was imagining elaborate
I invaded
scenarios.
Ukraine and fucked their roaches.
Making love. Oh no. When I started to have actually invaded Ukraine, I found I could not perform if I wasn't thinking of UN sanctions.
Okay, do you think
basically...
Ed, stop.
Sorry, yeah.
Do you think like, because this man has a girlfriend, right? Do you think when she's like in
No,
bed,
I
she's
don't.
like, come on, you can do it. He just looks at her deadpan
I've
expression.
never written this.
He just looks at her deadpan expression and he just says, "Put the roach mask on. Do it for me. Put the roach mask on, girl."
The roach.
The roach suit stays on during sex.
And you know what they say? I'll do it.
We
So
don't
what the
king
fuck do
shame
they say?
here.
I'm concerned.
Right, Ed, continue.
I'm pretending that she's actually not Ukraine, Ogtha. Not just thinking about Ogtha. I concentrate intently. Visualize. I'm actually doing Ogtha. I'm
Right.
just so proud of my
Right.
motherland.
If that entire reading got cut out from the recording pausing for some reason, I'm gonna be really upset. It shouldn't have, but if it has,
I invested all my emotion into that.
look, it probably got like most of it in. Oh,
Oh god. I'm so sorry, Ed.
right, okay. So remember your roles. Ed, you are
Who's
Dipper,
who?
and you are Dipper and
I am
Tony.
not at all prepared for this.
Patrick,
In
you
fact,
are
I'm scrolling up.
you
I
are-
am Seuss.
you
and
are
Mabel.
Mabel and Seuss. Logan, you are man dressed in black. And Reese, do you want to be narrator?
Well, I may or may not be playing Apex Legends right now, so give me a small role.
Do you want to stop playing Apex Legends, man?
Not really. Just give me a small
That
role.
fucking Soviet march.
Maybe.
What the hell is Ollie doing here?
Yeah,
I
should
don't know.
we bring Ollie in? Should we bring Ollie in?
Ollie
Yes,
joins
make
us.
him the narrator.
Wait.
He's the narrator.
We need a narrator. This
Can
is
we
when.
please change the music? I feel like we need some rules cards shot.
The Gravity Falls theme on a loop, perhaps. Yeah.
It later.
Dun, dun, dun,
Da,
dun,
da,
dun,
da,
dun.
da.
It's music from Star Wars.
Oh.
Like those Star Wars? You know what I'm on about.
Oh, I know exactly what you're on about.
Connor, I'm so sorry. I'm playing these.
Excuse me.
Stop this.
I'm sorry, I wasn't. And then I just heard naked.
Okay,
It keeps
Connor,
pausing.
we need a link to,
Right, perfect.
we need a link to our Mimi Dipper's trip to Taco Bell or whatever it's called.
Yes, okay, here you go.
Cheers.
Oh god,
no.
it's actually
No.
this. I might need to do this on my phone to avoid any suspicion from someone walking past.
You just have a Lego Star Wars. elevator music playing in the background. No, it's
Where's
not.
Ollie?
Oh dear.
It's loud. Ba-ba.
Someone get this oily spade over here.
Dipper goes to Taco Bell.
Are you guys ready for this? I warned you,
Oh,
you wouldn't
Oh
be ready
my
for
god!
this.
Hang on. What is going on? Oh no! I've just seen it.
Oh, have people started reading ahead?
Dipper goes
No,
to
I've
Taco
just seen the.
Ollie!
Hello, you're here, narrator. Please help.
Hey.
Please unmute.
He's been
Hello.
server. Why is that? Oh, is he? No, he's just breaking the muted. Everyone was server muted earlier.
Hmm.
I don't know why.
Shut up, don't go to
Ollie, welcome to
anything.
hell.
Ollie, welcome!
Hello, sorry, I think my ears were
You've
just
been
ringing.
selected for torture!
Oh,
That's not why.
Of the cock and bull variety.
Oh dear.
Ollie, are you ready for the worst
I'm
hour of
afraid
your
you're
life?
gonna have to click on that link, it's your prize, and read the narrator portion.
Oh,
I'm sorry,
Not
Ollie.
one, a will to live removal service.
Oh god, oh no. What is this? Oh,
Sorry, what?
Hang on, this is repeating!
I thought it was a web page playing that. But I mean, a web page.
Sorry, Ollie, would you like to be, instead of Grunkle Stan, say Uncle Tony?
It keeps pausing. It's really annoying.
Uncle
It's
T-
paramount importance
Uncle
that you
Tony.
follow these.
Connor, what's that problem?
Uncle Tony.
The recording keeps
Pony.
pausing.
Okay.
It's fine.
Uncle
That's all.
Tony!
I said Tony and then you said, like...
Tony.
Anyway,
Uncle Tony.
Tony.
Okay, good. I'm glad we're all on the same page.
Right,
Who's
okay.
Dipper again?
You.
Oh
Oh dear.
Wow, you are really not with it today, are you?
no! You're right, I'm
Get
not.
with the
I'm sorry.
times.
I have to
In
be
three.
people.
Okay, everyone.
You have to be
Are
the
you
main
ready?
character.
Are you all
Can I
ready?
just quickly... The fact that one of the authors is called Gay Panic, and I don't know
Yeah,
if you've looked at their page, but it's a bit dodgy.
Look, be quiet and just start.
In 3,
Start narrating that boy.
2, 1, begin.
It was a normal day in Gravity Falls, Oregon. Well, as normal as Gravity Falls gets, anyway. Dipper Pines was reading his book, and Mabel, his twin sister, was wondering what he was doing.
My god, like Dipper, you're gonna keep your nose buried in that strange
Oh, no.
book of all of yours all summer. You gotta go out and have an adventure.
Mabel exclaimed.
Oh,
Not now.
Dipper said quietly.
I'm trying to decode this.
He was looking at a cryptogram that said, Dipper was officially stumped. He could not figure out what it meant.
Well, it's obvious. It means
to him. Mabel!
Wait, did you finish that sentence?
who's Mabel? What's going on?
Ugh. Read.
Uncle Tony.
Uncle Tony.
My god, like Uncle Tony is gonna take us to the diner for lunch, Dipper.
Mabel exclaimed. However, was not in the mood for the diner. He was publicly humiliated the last time he went, and he thought the food wasn't very good anyway.
Mabel! I don't want to go to the diner!
Woody?
Dipper said solemnly.
I want to go somewhere else!
Woody, where did you come from?
Like,
Sorry.
like, oh my god, there is really nothing else in town unless you count the Taco Bell near the forest.
Mabel replied.
Taco Bell!
Dipper's ears perked up.
I feel
He
like
had
Ollie
never
should sound like
eaten
a really...
Taco Bell before,
Alright.
and ever since last week, he had a craving for Mexican food for some reason.
Why don't we go to Taco Bell today?
Dipper asked.
Woody, stop, please.
Taco Bell!
Uncle Tony questioned.
Why do you want to go there? It smells like a bathroom when it gets clogged.
God, like, I had my heart set on pancakes.
Mabel moaned.
This is also me. What?
Guess,
Uh,
yes it is.
Silence.
Is this
Oh no.
Ed?
Wait,
No, this is Ed.
That's
This is
not
Ed.
me.
It's Ed.
Is it?
it hasn't got a
This is
thing.
Uncle
Oh.
Tony.
Is it Uncle Tony? Brilliant. Listen! You can go to Taco Bell if you want to, but don't come crying to me when you smell like expired onions. Oh, it's me again.
Oh no.
Fine,
Oh, God.
I will.
Dipper said harshly.
Don't let the door hit you on the way out.
Uncle Tony said. Uncle Tony said. But as he was exiting the mystery shack, the door hit him on the way out.
You fool! It was me all along!
Said Uncle Tony.
Uncle Tony!
He was laughing.
Your friend will fall from the crosssplit attack.
So anyways, Mabel and Grunkle Stan went. Mabel and Uncle
Uncle
Tony.
Tony!
Uncle Tony. I'm sorry. Okay. Mabel and Uncle Tony only went to the diner, while Dipper tried to find the Taco Bell. He had brought with him his book and a couple of bucks. But finding the Taco Bell was harder than he had previously thought. He'd been looking around town for what seemed like days. The mystery book wasn't helping him either, until he saw a flicker of a sign in the forest. He went into the forest.
Didn't they already say it was in the
Why would
forest?
there be a Taco Bell in the forest?
Didn't Mabel already establish that there was a Taco Bell in the forest?
Yes, my favorite Gravity Falls character dipped.
What?
Wow, is that dipped from the award-winning TV show Planet Sheen?
Is that dipped from Gravyland?
Ollie, this is what you
Exactly,
walked into. You should have run when you still had the chance.
After hiking for about an hour, Dipper finally got to the Taco Bell, but it sure didn't look like any Taco Bell he'd seen. It was surrounded by a giant oak trees in an open field, completely different from the Oregon forest. Thank you. The open field was covered with at least 3 layers of pine needles, which got the attention of Dipper. He stuck his hand.
I get it because his last name was Pines.
Ow!
He's never been to a Taco Bell before. How does he know what one looks like?
A pine needle poked him.
Don't ask
It hurts. The restaurant, Taco Bell, looked like a silo, sort of. Well, it was very cylindrical.
It was a missile silo.
The outside had dusty picnic tables, and it looked like no one used them at all. Dipper walked up to the restaurant door.
Should I go in there?
Dipper asked himself.
I'm starting to have second thoughts. Why is there a small, desolate Taco Bell in the forest, miles from the nearest road? Well, I guess it's my only option. Mabel and Uncle Tony are probably done with lunch right now.
And they were. Mabel. Why Dipper hadn't
Maple.
come back yet.
Dipped in
To
Mabel.
understand,
Uncle
It's
Tony.
but Uncle Tony didn't give a damn.
Come on.
So Dipper entered the restaurant. But he was relieved to see that the interior was normal, except for its high ceiling. There was also no customers inside, but Dipper thought that was normal, considering how the franchise was so isolated. He went up to the counter. There was only one cashier working the registers, a very old, slightly deaf, bored out of his skull cashier. Dipper decided what he wanted to order, then approached the register.
Excuse me, ma'am. Please, may I private message you?
We only have tacos, Mr. Freeman.
The cashier interrupted.
Okay, I guess I'll have a taco then.
What did you say?
The cashier yelled.
Mr.
I
Freeman!
said, ma'am, please Please, may I private message you?
Dipper whispered back.
I'm afraid we cannot do that, Mr. Freeman, but sure, okay then.
The cashier said, rather creepily, and then went back into the bag for a few minutes. When he came out, he was carrying Dipper's taco.
That will be one soul, Dr. Freeman.
The cashier moaned.
The cashier is actually the G-Man. This is Half-Life 3.
Dipper gave him the money and went to sit down at the least grimiest table. He bit into the hot, spicy, juicy taco filled with thick, pure meat, mild, tantalizing black beans, and sour. Sorry, I have hair in my mouth.
You had sour cream in your mouth.
My
so-
microphone
I mean,
doesn't taste
you
very
are
nice.
like an animal.
Shut up. And sour, fluffy, sour cream.
It's only natural.
He enjoyed the single bite of that perfectly cooked taco, and still tasted it in his mouth after he swallowed it. But as he was about to bite into it a second time, he felt a churning movement inside his body, something that he had felt often.
Uh-oh!
It's you!
Dipper said, then rushed to find the lavatory.
Man, that really went through me!
Dipper said to himself. For some reason, the bathroom stools were hidden in the corner, far from the counter, and far from the table he was sitting at. When he walked in, he found that the bathrooms were surprisingly clean, for a fast food restaurant anyway. Dipper found this suspicious. All of the stools were full, and no one was using the urinals.
You were no.
But right on cue, someone walked out one of the stools. Dipper didn't pay much attention to who was walking out, but he was wearing all black and had a plastic
me.
bag with him. Dipper just had to go.
Okay, so
Oh.
before we resume,
Oh, no.
who wants to continue? Who would like to continue?
Oh
Doctor?
god,
I'd like
that
to
picture's not
continue,
good.
please.
Wait,
Oh, God.
let's hold a vote.
Is that
I'm
blood coming out of his
regretting
mouth?
every day of my life.
Ollie, do the honours,
What?
please.
That's my name.
Do the honours, please.
I've just read ahead.
Oh, right, yeah, I'm supposed to be doing something, aren't I?
Oh.
Unfortunately, he didn't make it in time. He checked his pants and found the worst of all.
Oh.
Diarrhea!
Dipper said. He was about to leave the stall when he noticed a bulge in his pants.
Oh god.
Oh boy, what's this?
Oh no.
He touched the bulge, and once he touched it, he knew exactly what it was. It was an erection.
It
Did it take him that long to figure out?
I wonder what this thing is.
He's a bit behind there.
Well, Uncle Tony hasn't given him the talk yet.
That's a good point.
Uncle Tony, do you want to give the talk?
Okie dokie! What you got to do is when you put the meatballs in the oven, you need to make sure they're the right temperature, and then you need to get your spaghetti, and then you need to put them somewhere. I'm not too sure about this cooking thing. Then you get the tomato sauce and drizzle it on your meatballs, and then you wait half an hour, and then bada bing, bada boom, I've put the horse's head in your bed.
Okay,
Oh,
Mob
hell.
Boss.
Once Uncle Tony had left the bathroom, he found himself completely aroused after touching it. He started to feel some more. Eventually, he was ready to hardcore masturbate. He didn't know what was arousing him, but he knew he was aroused.
It was probably the diarrhea.
He took off his
It is
blue
diarrhea.
shorts and his silver
Shit
underwear,
fetish.
revealing his medium-sized, small penis. The tip was bright and red, like Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer had very shiny.
Very shiny nose.
Dipper started to
The
yank
great
his
bell
cock
end.
harder and faster. The 5-incher was getting pumped. Dipper's soiled hand started to feel the bits of pre-cum on his dry fingers.
Oh god.
Eventually,
Oh.
the medium-sized penis
Oh,
burst.
are you okay there, buddy?
Oh
The
no.
cum got over really good and got proud. He creamed himself
So
to
low
death,
with it.
but he was upset it was not over Wendy. No, wait.
No!
Dipper thought.
All this is not enough for me. I need to release all of this.
Why did I think this was a good idea?
God.
No,
The next picture.
my dear.
Connor, just to be clear, you've got to put these pictures up.
No.
With his erection still active, Dipper began yanking his penis again.
Erection
It was much quicker,
activated.
and Dipper came quicker. It was a bigger release
For
than
the very
last time.
least, you've got to animate this in Gmod.
It began. Dipper felt more proud than last time. His heart was about to burst from all the droplets of cum falling from the ceiling.
You have 23 hours!
He felt as happy as he felt on the day of the first motion film of the year. He stuck out his tongue to taste the cum.
What nice
The
rhyming.
faulty fluorescent lighting in the bathroom. He tasted it. And thought it was one of the best tasting things in the world. Better than the largest chocolate bar, better than the rarest pig, and better than the taco he was having earlier. I bet you David Cameron did with this.
Ow.
David Cameron did not approve this message.
By now, he can
Can you narrate this like you're,
David Attenborough.
Yeah.
And here we see.
Oh, Jesus.
Sorry, I'm having a heart attack.
I mean, he is getting on.
He is, yeah. Poor man. He's really gone down in life from
One like equals one prayer.
nature to this.
Watching kids.
Watching children. Taco Bell.
Oh no, I've had a bad idea.
He couldn't leave now and miss out this great masturbation event. He scraped a handful of it off from the stool and put it in his dirty, wet mouth. Grabbed another and another and another. He was getting more aroused.
So that's where it's all coming from!
Dipper said to himself, cum all over his face and teeth, specifically.
Oh, no.
Dipper came up with a solution to get
It's
more
still
hardcore out
recording.
of masturbation experience. He was going to put it into action.
It's still recording.
And then suddenly, Uncle Tony burst in. And,
Oh,
and decided to narrate the
What's
next
still
part.
here? So,
Mamma mia!
but
I was paying attention, I was reading ahead.
Do you want to stop playing
Face
now?
and teeth is where we ended.
Face
No,
and teeth.
he was going to put it into action.
Hang on.
Who'd like to stop Leighton right now?
Hang on, we need to set the scene first. Let me just,
Can you please put the gun away?
Pizza time.
Also, Ed, since you've read ahead, how do you rate it?
Okay, should we all stop
Like
now?
it very much.
Should we stop after this
He touches
page?
his head down on the tomato sauce ground, grabbed the spaghetti, and ate it. Sorry, you're welcome to that bit.
But who's in favour for stopping now?
Yeah, me too.
Alright.
Yeah,
to end
that's.
this before
So-
I hit me.
Alright, gang. How did we
I'd
all...
like to purge this from my search history.
What did we all think of Different Goes to Taco Bell? We'll
Very
continue...
good.
We're gonna do a
I
full
like
reading
it.
of this
Yeah.
then.
This is the bit where it's Uncle Tony
I
giving
would-
the birds and the bees after that sort of bit.
I would give it a 9 of the
Oh,
new
no.
AQA scoring system.
Ah, yes.
We will,
Yes,
we will reunite later, gang.
I'm not paying for this.
Please don't.
To read... No, on another day.
Alright, Logan was left out on his first episode.
No, he says things.
You got to narrate Obama.
Yeah.
Has anyone read the next
Yeah.
chapter?
Well,
No,
I've read the whole thing, Ollie.
So it's not recommended.
I know.
And your room, like, can't turn on play.
Right. So we're gonna stop here.
It's a force of nature.
Thank you,
Sounds-
Oliver, for being
Oh.
forced on.
Oh no!
And
Oh no! Minor lacerations!
Minor lacerations detected. Morphine administered.
He broke out of coitus and saw his lacerated penis.
Oh no.
Live HTV footage.
Why do we do this to ourselves?
Because we like to suffer.
Okay,
Fair
we're gonna
enough.
stop here now before we all die.
What?
I'm gonna stop the recording soon. So thanks to everybody
You
who
just
came
can't
on.
stop reading, can you?
Thanks to everyone who came
Oh
on. It's
no.
been great having you all here.
We can end. We can't
Oh,
stop this
no.
before it's too late.
I'm stopping it now.
It gets worse.
I will
Oh,
put you
gets
all
worse.
in the thingies and we'll be all cool.
This devolves into necrophilia,
So,
doesn't it?
yes, it does.
Oh,
That's why we.
That's not even the worst of it.
Yeah.
Right, okay. Stopping recording now. Oh wait, we need to do Ed's poem reading. Hang on, I'll stop. Okay, so this is my beautiful poem to you all today. I hope you enjoy. We're no strangers to love.
Sir, you're in my personal.
You know the rules, and so do I. A full commitment is what I'm thinking of. You wouldn't get this from any other guy. 'Cause I just want to tell you how I'm feeling. I've got to make you understand. Never gonna give you never gonna let you down. Never gonna run around and desert you. Never gonna make you cry. Never gonna say goodbye. Never gonna tell a lie and hurt you.